Okay, guys, video 4. Here we go. This is where I'm going to talk about the topics. So every month, as I explained in the last video, every month has a different topic around it in which the workshop will kind of revolve around, and just regular discussions and that type of thing. So what are the topics? Great question. So we're going to start off in January with the topic of values. Most women have a vague sense of what their values are. It's family, it's work, it's health, it's God, it's anything like that. Really diving down into what you truly value and why you do the things you do is one of my favorite pieces of life coaching. The aha moments that can occur as you're kind of diving into this are truly life-changing, okay? So basically, in January, we're going to be looking at individual values and then identify how we rank them in terms of their importance in our everyday lives. February, we move into beliefs. So beliefs are almost like the rules that you put in place that help you get your values. Okay, that might not make total sense right now, but I promise it will in February. But basically, beliefs are the rules that you live your life by. And again, this is one of those things where you have a vague sense of what they are, but when you really look at your behavior and you really dive down, deep into why you do the things you do and the basic of human motivation, it's craziness, complete and utter craziness. But it's really fun. It's really eye-opening, and it can absolutely impact decisions that you make on a daily basis. So that's going to be February. March is all about permission. As women, I think a lot of times we're always looking for someone to grant us permission to do something, whether it be to, go into a relationship or end a relationship or start that business or quit that job or do a specific project or start a hobby. So many women seek out permission on a regular basis. They don't even realize that they're doing it. So in the month of March, we talk about where are the areas where you're holding yourself back because you're waiting for permission, and what if somebody actually gave you permission? What does that look like? So we talk about a lot of that in March. April, we move into one of my favorite topics, which is purpose. Everybody wants to know what they want to be when they grow up. But in this month, we are going to dive into a series of activities and thought processes that you can kind of just play with basically a little bit in your daily life and figure out what is my purpose, or at least start to move in the general direction of what you think your purpose is, or have kind of just a goal plan. If you already know what your purpose is, this is an excellent opportunity for you to strengthen that and kind of get support from the rest of the community for it. In May, we talk about one of the most critical elements of taking care of ourselves as women, that's self-love. Self-love is more than bubble baths and chocolate. It's about boundaries. It's about respect. It's about how we think on a regular basis about ourselves. So all of those topics will be covered in May. And then in June, we're going to talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness, just being in the moment, having that touch with what's going on right now, and basically where do you, how can you stay more in the moment and not miss those little moments that can ultimately pass you by if you're not paying attention. So mindfulness will be a big one. So that's months 1 through 6. So again, January is values, February is beliefs, March is all about permission, April is purpose, May is self-love, and June is mindfulness. In the last video, we're going to talk about months 7 through 12, and you can hear about those themes for the women's program. Again, if you haven't checked out the program guide, you might want to do that. It is in the Facebook group. If you can't find it, just shoot me a message and I'll get it to you. So thanks, guys.